Yo, what's up? Welcome to one more One Piece manga chapter review, this time 1021. In this week's cover page we have Frankie sitting with Senor Pink from Dressrosa in Leopard's bar. All of them are actually crying. Probably that's a reference to Senor Pink's very sad backstory and all of them being very manly, and basically I think that's really, I actually really enjoyed this cover page. It's kind of fun. Not anything special. I think previous weeks it was actually cooler in my opinion, but I think that this one is actually pretty good too. With that, we jump right into Robin versus Black Maria fight, where in previous chapter we saw Robin create that huge clone ready to slap. In this chapter we see it slapping, but instead of it slapping, it's getting slapped by Black Maria. Black Maria dodges every single attack. She's throwing punches, she's beating down Robin, she's like, like going crazy. She's like killing it right there. And then Robin is completely down, and then we see that actually the damage which is inflicted on Robin's clone is actually transferred to the main body. Black Maria apprehends Robin completely. Her clone actually pummels it down until the clone can't take him anymore. It disappears completely. Robin is like down, and like Black Maria just again starts reminding Robin of all the trash she said to her last chapter. She's going crazy. She's saying she's that weight, nobody wants her for her limbs and legs and arms and whatever. Not just her brain is important because she's from Ohara, she's a demon kid, she's this, she's that. And then we just snap to the Brooks, basically saying,
"You so damn stupid."
And goes away to his fight. Basically says like, if I were you, I would run, I wouldn't be saying such bullshit. And we see Robin basically get a flashback in that moment to time skip. It was actually time skip flashback how she was training with the revolutionary army with Sabo and Koala. And Koala was telling her, hey Robin, it's not enough to just slap. Maybe I can teach you like how to use your fist, or maybe like palm technique and stuff. And Sabo is there like, oh, I can teach you my dragon claw. Just, like, maybe you can like fend for yourself, because once we separate, nobody will like be able to efficiently protect you. And Robin is like unsure about it. Should she do it? Should she not? And then one fishman, she's like, don't push, stop it. Like if she doesn't want, she doesn't want. And Robin is basically she agreed. She's like, oh, okay, if you insist so much, let me learn that back palm hit. So immediately right after that, we snap back to the fight, and Robin is like, using some fishman karate. Jinbei would be proud. And then basically hits the ceiling, puts out all the fires which are around them, and right after that we see the new form right out of nowhere. Robin becomes a demon. Black, looks like armament haki. I'm not sure if it is, we will see. Might be. I would expect her to actually be wielding armament haki to the very least. But it's not for sure. She's black, she has demonic teeth. Black Maria is like, what the hell? What are you doing? Who are you? What? Leave me alone. No, I don't want to fight. And Robin is like, you call me a demon, huh? Well, you'll get a demon, I can be a demon. Why not? Beats the hell out of her, How I said in the beginning of chapter, Black Maria was pounding on Robin. No. This was violation, dude. She was like, going crazy on her. She was like clinching her in all kinds of ways. I feel like those bones were broken. All 8 legs that she has on that spider were broken. And we see the final panel of that fight was basically Robin having Black Maria entangled by like one of her feet, like on both sides. Like Spider is like unconscious, Maria is unconscious. It ends with a huge scream of Black Maria, and literally to me it looks like her back is broken. She's out cold. Nothing's like saving this woman anymore. Meanwhile, numbers, they're like, holy snap, what was this scream? And they're trying to see what's going on here or over here where Robin and Black Maria were fighting. But they can't see because Brooke created this icy barricade. So they align, funnily, to see what's up. And Brook is like, oh, gee, thanks for aligning for me. I'm gonna finish you off right now, I know. And Brook just one-shots all three numbers at the same time with his orchestra attack. With that, we just jump into the next panel. In the next panel, we see actually Swamp Guy returns back to the Luffy into where Luffy was recovering with whole loads of meat because his Swamp basically is like it's a quicksand, I think, almost like it's a never-ending hole. So he just consumed all the meat he could, all the food he could in the last chapter, brought it to Luffy. Luffy is like eating it, munching it full mouth, you know, nobody understands him anything, and he's basically regaining strength, getting all better. But like they're asking him, hey Luffy, like okay, now you're better, tell us what's going on in the Onigashima. And Luffy is like explaining it to them, but it's absolutely not understandable. Mouth full, he's just like going crazy eating. And with that, you actually see Luffy getting better. I'm not sure if this is enough meat. I think it's not enough meat. I think it's not enough food. I think he will demand, after he finishes eating this, he will demand more. I think. Might be wrong, but I don't think I am. I think it's too soon. Although I don't know how much longer Yamato can fight against Kaido on her own. That's kind of story on its own. And also we have Zoro who did nothing, and I really doubt that Luffy would finish fighting Kaido or maybe even potentially win against Kaido before Zoro even does anything. That doesn't make any sense. So I think Zoro will have to fight first, and then after this, Luffy will go and have the final battle. If that's gonna like, even be a final battle of this arc, it might not even be entirely a final battle, but we will see about that. And then we snap back to the Udon port where we see Momonosuke and we see Shinobu with him, and he's like suggesting something, but at first we don't know what, you know. And Shinobu is like, I'm not gonna do something. Why would you suggest something so foolish? I'm not gonna help you. Get back there or endanger yourself even more right after we barely escaped Onigashima just so that you can go and die. Like, that doesn't make any sense. So, next panel we see basically what was the suggestion, and that's basically Momonosuke asking Shinobu to use her ripe fruit on him to turn him into adult, because that's he's hoping, because he's too big right now, he will be turned into gigantic dragon, be able to fly back there, and maybe be powerful enough to help Luffy fight perhaps, or to at least just fly him there. So, although that doesn't make much sense, because I think that he's already big enough to fly Luffy there, because we've seen him in Hitler's Wars, he's quite a snake. He's crying, he's saying he doesn't want this last chance for Wano to actually be wasted, he wants to help. So I think he actually has some hopes and dreams of helping Luffy, which I think even if he gets turned 20-30 years in future, it's not gonna help him really, because he's not trained, he's not gonna be able to do anything special in my opinion. And also, Shinobu then warned him of the downsides of the ability that she has, and that's basically, if she turns him 20 years in future, sure, his body will become stronger and stuff, he will become an adult, but his brain will stay a child's brain. So I think he's gonna stay crying wimp that he is right now, which is appropriate for a child his age. So my first thought is that even if it happens so that like he gets turned into adult, I think maybe sometime in the future he might meet Bonnie and get turned into original age, because again he will be like, you know, distinct, his brain and his body. So that doesn't make much sense. At least I don't think Oda would let it, like, you know, rest that way. So, and speaking of Bonnie, that just showed us that her actually devil fruit is much more superior to the one of Shinobu, because she has no downsides like this. She can turn herself, she can turn others, in both younger and older, together with the brain, with no downsides whatsoever that we saw so far. So we'll see what's that all about pretty soon. What I mean is basically, I think that explains why she's so important to the world government right now, because her power basically can make one immortal, and that's what I think Gorosei and the king clearly exists, what we saw in Reverie arc needs. So yeah, alright, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this chapter, please make sure to leave a comment, suggestion, what would you like me to improve, what you didn't like, what you liked. That would mean a lot to me. Like it if you liked it. And please make sure to click that subscribe button, which would help me a lot. Thanks, and bye until next time.